Howdy, this is Mary Burris of Flowering Cactus and Rethink Fitness, and today I'm going to demonstrate an awesome quad stretch. So if your quads are tight, this is a really great stretch. It's very intense, so just be prepared. So we'll begin in plank pose. There are several steps. So we start out in plank and move into downward facing dog. So breathing in, and then exhaling, let the heels come down. Inhale, the right leg is coming up into a three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that knee to the outside of the right wrist. This foot is going to go across here. Right now, my heel is pretty close to my hip, but it can be at a 90-degree angle. Don't try to begin at the 90-degree angle. Work up to it. This is an intense stretch. So we're coming into pigeon first. Now, in this pose, you want to make sure, and we're setting up for the quad pose, you want to make sure that your leg is straight back. Sometimes I see people, their leg is way out to the side. That is not good. Bring it so that your hips are even, the leg is straight back, and sometimes people have their foot twisted like this. Make sure your foot is straight behind you. So this is really important. It sets us up for the quad stretch. So you be in pigeon for a while, and there are many positions for pigeon. But for this particular quad stretch, you don't need to go into pigeon per se. But you do need to get into this the pigeon position. Okay, so then bending the back leg. Actually, there's a reason for this. Okay, so we're going to come down into pigeon and just adjust that, walk that back leg back a smidge. Breathe here for a moment. Let your hips kind of relax into the pose, and just however long it takes you for that. Then you'll inhale, come back up, bend this back leg, reach your arm around, and bring your heel towards your glute. Now, if you're not feeling this in your quad, you need to adjust your hips until you feel it. So if that means bringing your heart forward and pressing your hip forward, or moving your leg a little bit, you definitely want to get there in the quads. And you breathe deeply here. Big, deep belly breaths way down in the lower back. Your focus should be on your breathing, and you don't want to force this. Let the muscle relax at its own pace. Okay, and after 5 breaths or so, relax, let it unwind. Woo. And come back into downward facing dog. Okay, that was the right leg. So we're going to take the left leg into three-legged dog. Exhale. The knee comes out to the outside of the left wrist. Walk the right leg back. Make sure it's straight back behind you and your foot is straight back. Okay, just letting the hips settle for a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and come down into the pose. Breathe. It's really important to let these hip sockets just sort of have some time to relax and set. And then when you're ready and you feel that it's released a little bit, bend that back leg. So that's my right leg. Right hand comes back and find that quad stretch. Oh yeah. I'm feeling it. So you can take that hand or you can do your opposite hand. It's not critical. I find I'm getting a better stretch in the quad when I use the same hand as leg. Breathing deep. And exhale. Come back into downward facing dog at the end of it. That is the resting pose for this. And then you're done. So I hope your quads feel better. Have a great day.